Welcome back to the second half of action from Bainbridge Island High School as the Bainbridge Island Spartans host the Central Kitsap Cougars. We're Westside TV. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr. Spencer Anderson's on the camera. Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. And we're happy to be working with the KitsapSun.com/basketball to stream these games to the community live. And, of course, you can see them in videotape replay on BKAT. Channel 12 Comcast, including up here on the island, and Channel 3 on Wave Broadband. And as we start the third quarter, Kitty, it's all tied up, 15-15.
Well, I found out some inside information that CK is kind of at half speed. A couple of the players being sick, Samantha Williams, one of them, she started this game, but we don't think she's returning. So
that's too bad.
But if anyone had told Coach Baxter that Grace Kenyon was only going to have 4 points at halftime, I think she'd be awfully happy with that defensive effort.
And that's 3 fouls now on Carly Hoisington. A quick one here to begin the half with. And up to the free throw line, Sydney Severson. First one's good. She breaks that tie. And Coach Baxter is going to have to bring Carly out for a little while here. And replacing her is Malia Stanhill.
It's Stanhill.
Okay.
I only remember from junior high and the many years that I've watched her play.
And Severson's second shot goes through. 17-15 lead for the Spartans. And directing traffic out there for the Cougars, Maddie White. Over to 21, Jessica Sanchez dribbling the ball. Gives it to Kraus. Oh, Kraus did a nice move there.
Good left hand, 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Nice job of not traveling with that when she knew she was in trouble.
Some pretty wicked defense by Ficus, all right. And ball.
What a pass.
Pass inside to Stanhill for the 2.
I don't even know how she knew she was there. I couldn't see her.
21, Ficus sends it down into the corner. And Kenyon to Severson. Ball is loose, and the Cougars come away with it. Kraus sends it ahead to number 32 for CK, Maddie White.
Cousin to cousin. CK with the 19-17 lead. The steal by LaFontaine.
Logan can't make the shot, but there to pick it up is number 21, Jessica Sanchez, and she will get fouled. And let's see if they rule it a shooting foul.
Oh, I think
so. They do indeed. And so Jessica will go up to the free throw line.
That foul went on Ficus, kind of frustrated after having her pocket picked there at about half court.
And Karaman not back in the game yet for Coach Hebner. Karaman, 6'2" junior, has 3 fouls.
And that is the 3rd foul on number 21, Julie Ficus.
Both coaches protecting their players. Shots off, and rebound will go to Bainbridge. CK fans disagree.
They think it went off of White, but they didn't go to referee school, and they haven't put up with the stuff that the referees do. So.
Grace Kenyon bringing it across, the senior out there for the Spartans. And out of bounds, ball knocked loose by CK, and they're going to tag that one to Taylor Kraus. They're going to call a reach in.
That could be a good that was a long 5 seconds. Kenyon wanting to take the dribble.
Now up front to Uselis. Her shot is off, and CK with the rebound.
LaFontaine gets it over to Kraus.
Good pass by Sanchez into Logan. Shot off though, and Logan gets a hold of it. Oh, there's some action down low there, I'll tell you that. Oh, good board by LaFontaine, and this time putting the layup in 4-point lead for the Cougars. That might be about the biggest lead of the night.
That is as big as we've seen. We saw an early 4-0.
Oh, the Cougars with a takeaway.
I don't envy Sanchez. Nice try.
She did a good job of going directly to the hoop, and even though she didn't make it, she will be rewarded with that trip to the free throw line.
Well, those last 2 points, I tell you, LaFontaine earned them. She really did a nice job underneath that basket.
And again, the two bigs, Carly Hoisington for CK and Karaman for the Spartans, both with 3 fouls, sitting on the bench here in this third quarter.
Which is kind of balances out, doesn't it?
Yep, and I'm sure both coaches are figuring they may need them in the fourth.
I like that stroke that time. She did the knee bend nicely, seemed to pull herself together, and that's the first free throw she's made tonight.
22-17 lead, and it's a timeout called by Coach Nicole Hebner for the Spartans, and it's a 5-point lead for the Cougars. 22-17, 5:32 left to go in the third quarter.
CK's done a nice job coming out this second half, a little bit more fire, it looks like, even if they are sick.
Well, and the one thing I would say so far, it's only a couple, 2.5 minutes into, but so far their passing has been a little crisper. They had some errant and pretty loose passes in that first half, CK.
And also, I think, brought about by a tough defense by Bainbridge. I read about the North Kitsap game where Bainbridge won pretty convincingly, and Coach Tim French for North Kitsap said, they just wore us out. So there's a lot of girls on this team who are in good shape and going to run with you and make you work.
Well, and as you mentioned, we will be doing that next week. We will be having an opportunity to look at Coach French's North Kitsap girls as they host the Bremerton High Knights.
Doc, I've been watching scores, and it is insane. They'll lose one night and then suddenly beat somebody else. Bremerton started out really slow as far as the boys go and girls, and then they both beat Kingston. So that makes absolutely no sense.
And, of course, Bremerton losing their twins.
Over and back.
Uh-oh.
That is great placement by Nancy Kelstrup there, right on the line, able to see that happen.
So CK takes advantage of the turnover, and Taylor Krause will bring it up. White tries to get inside to Stonehill. And nice save by Grace Kenyon, and a great job by Ketcheside to get loose out of the corner, but CK with another steal.
You know, Sanchez comes away with it, but it was Maddie White's hands that made that one happen.
Severson knocking it loose. She's doubled, gets it to Ketcheside.
I really thought that pass was to Severson. It was so direct to her.
Severson, a senior out there.
Notice Sanchez back on Kenyon.
Oh.
They can't afford Krause to get that foul.
Good job by Taylor Krause to keep it alive. And CK coming down this way with it.
Nice pass.
Into Stonehill. Ball gets knocked out of her hands, though, and Bainbridge comes up with it.
Stonehill did a good job of getting control of that, but a better job by the Bainbridge player who had a nice clean block.
Ketcheside with it now, guarded by Krause. Useless. Back to Ketcheside down in the corner.
Quick hands by Stonehill.
Another takeaway for the Cougars. Ooh, good pass on the run, and a great job Krause with the assist, and a very nice put up by Jessica Sanchez. That was nice.
Wasn't that pretty? We have just a perfect spot here at Bainbridge, a nice table down near the floor, thanks to Stephanie Marr, our game manager.
Jump ball. And they're going to say CK gets the possession here. I believe that was a time infraction.
No, that was it was a jump ball. They were both had control of a time infraction. They would have gotten it that way too, but right. I did see her with her hands in there.
Okay.
Sanchez awake again.
Yes, a nice drive along the baseline for Jessica, and it's suddenly a 26-17 lead, 9 points here, and the Spartans have not been able to convert.
I keep waiting for them to get hot from the three-point line. We haven't seen a ton of shots from that for either team.
Severson will get 2 for the Spartans.
Gorgeous left hand by Severson.
And she had to go up against at least a double team, close to a triple.
Severson has 7 points. Kraus wide open.
Shots off, rebound pulled down by Bainbridge, but taken away. Sanchez has been really active here in this third quarter, doing a nice job for the Cougars.
Yeah, she really has. And they don't seem to have difficult. Oh, and there it is.
That's a tough pass.
And that's another tough pass.
And Kenyon will take the jumper off. LaFontaine with the rebound.
Coach Baxter decides she ought to call a timeout. There's a little, as you were talking about earlier, some sloppiness going on right now.
Yep, it was starting to get a little sloppy, all right. Yeah, 2:36 left to go in this third period, and it's a 26-19 lead for the Central Kitsap Cougars up here at Bainbridge Island. It's nice to see the pep band out tonight.
Oh, they've done a lovely job. They did a nice national anthem, and then at halftime, several different tunes for us. I was pretty impressed. But the only Spartan to score this half is Sydney Severson. She has 4 points. They had 15 at the half and 19 now. I expect Grace Kenyon to just kind of explode, and they're doing such a nice job of the double team on her. The way that the CK girls have covered on defense is pretty phenomenal.
And I imagine that starting the fourth quarter, Coach Hebner may bring Karaman back into the game.
You think so? Maybe some height here? Yeah. That might be the time Hoisington returns as well.
And ball is almost knocked loose, but LaFontaine maintains the possession for the Cougars, and a travel on Kraus.
Now that is pretty much a signature move of hers, that she will do a fake in a part of a step, and sometimes she is going to be called for that travel.
Brigham will bring it across half court for the Spartans. Kenyon out at the point.
Everybody helps when she has the ball.
Oh, man, did you see that? They're going to tag Sanchez with that, and there was nothing Sanchez could have done much better on D.
No, Sanchez listed at 5'5", Grace at 5'10", and it's pretty obvious that difference.
And what I've seen, too, Grace Kenyon is pretty powerful out
she
there.
Is one
She's
strong
a strong
girl.
Yep, strong person.
You know, 5'10", typically that's someone who's under the basket, but she can handle that ball as well.
They've got posts listed for Bainbridge, and the 2 posts are Severson and Karaman.
Do they have her as a wing?
Yep, she's a wing, even though we don't have ice here. Hockey is still on the hiatus.
That's only Grace's 5th point. Sanchez takes it to the middle, or wants to. Stonehill saves it, or Stonehill.
Yeah, Central Kitsap worked it around pretty good that time. And who's going to be off of? Let's see which direction. They're going to say CK will maintain it.
Wow, the speed of these passes. I remember us liking that last year when they were able to pass it quickly. Unfortunately, last year the game we saw for Bainbridge was against Rainier Beach, and we really did not see them at their full complement of players, and just a lot of different people playing.
Oh, long outside shot. Stonehill in the right place, so for the rebound, she couldn't put it back. And coming out of there finally is Severson with it for the Spartans.
26-20 CK lead. Oh, that has to be offensive. That is a good call because she was not set properly.
And
that is probably, that's at least that is her 3rd foul.
3 fouls now on Severson. White with it, Kraus, Sanchez, and knocked loose. Active hands inside, like you were saying, Kitty.
Severson doing a nice job on that one. They might have forced that a little bit. You love to run it through the middle, you do, but it's not always there. Sometimes you have to pass perimeter to make that happen.
With it. And sends it out to Kenyon. She keeps control of it. Severson with it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Severson driving the iron. Gets her own lost ball for the layup for Sydney. Under a minute to go in the third.
Sydney single-handedly has kept them in this quarter.
Back within 4, down 26-22 to the Central Kitsap Cougars. Oh, nice pass inside. And they're going to say out of bounds, I believe.
Correct. When Severson hit it the second time, she was standing out of bounds.
And look who's coming into the game. 38 seconds left to go in the third. This is an interesting coaching decision to bring 6'2" Karaman back in.
Not a bad idea in that they aren't going to get a really good...
And over and back on the Cougs.
That's a great call.
31 seconds.
They knew that they couldn't get that really easy basket underneath on the throw-in on that inbound play.
Kenyon to catch a set. Over to Miller in the game for the Spartans.
Shot clock and game clock almost the same.
And again, just a good job on defense. Those are tough passes when you got 3 or 4 members of the other team packed in that post.
Very true. Sanchez finds an open White.
Shots off and rebound to Bainbridge, but nobody can do anything with it as buzzer sounds for the end of the third period. And the Cougars with a 4-point lead, 26-22, but as you predicted, the Spartans coming back in that third period.
Buck, both of these teams are used to scoring a little bit more. The 3 wins I have for Bainbridge, 68-38 against North Kitsap, 62-59 against South Kitsap, quite the barn burner, and 53-35. CK girls beat Bremerton 65-38, Bethel 45-37, and Peninsula 56-30. So when you're only seeing 22 and 26 points up on the board, it's not because they don't know how to score anymore. It means they've just found a team with a little bit tougher defense.
Well, it's been a very entertaining ball game.
It has.
Both teams playing real tough out there. Maybe a few errant passes here and there, but that's okay. It's early in the season. They got another couple months to perfect things.
Yeah, what they're looking at is, can I make it to playoffs? And that's when I make my run. What am I going to learn in the process getting there?
And again, both of these teams playing in strong leagues. Of course, the 4A Narrows League, always strong, and the Metro. Oh boy, you got Rainier Beach. You got, of course, the girls team last year wasn't
not as strong. There's Holy Names, there's Cleveland.
O'Day,
yep.
The Irish. Yeah, that one will go to CK as we begin the fourth period. Krause will bring it in, and Maddie White, back court. Farrell back in the game for the Cougars. Stonehill still down low for Coach Baxter. And that's Farrell. Shots up. Rebound to Severson.
Farrell.
Oh, what a takeaway. Count it. Oh, Sanchez has had a couple of those tonight.
She has 7 points. Just kind of quietly doing that.
Picks it up right almost off the floor. And actually, there and again, right there.
Nice of her to demonstrate that for us.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, and a nice job by Jessica Sanchez, and a quick timeout here for the Bainbridge Spartans as the Cougars jump out 30-22.
What a great start for them on this fourth quarter. It's just now maintaining that same focus, keeping that energy, because you can't give Bainbridge an opening. They are too good of a team to let them back into it.
Now, was Sanchez the libero on the volleyball team for CK?
I don't know for sure, Doc. Okay. I remember her playing basketball last year.
Okay.
That much I can tell you for sure.
Because she has just been, those steals have been great. Like I said, she's almost taken it as it goes to the floor. And then she's low enough, she goes around the player with the ball to drive the basket.
And then making the layup, because we've seen a lot of people miss some layups lately.
That's true. And so Bainbridge will get the inbound, some full court pressure by the Cougars. We're in the fourth quarter, 7 minutes left to go in the game. Grace Kenyon with it. Gets it to Severson. Severson goes to the glass and puts the 2 down. I think those two are used to working together.
11 points for Severson.
2 seniors out there for Bainbridge Island.
19 seconds on the shot clock.
And inside to Stonehill. Ball knocked out of bounds by Bainbridge, and CK will bring it in. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Up by 6, 30-24. Into Kraus. Shots off and rebound. Well, they're going to say CK will maintain the possession.
I think it eventually went off Kenyon, but good fight underneath that basket.
Maddie White, one of the people in on that, as well as Farrell. White will inbound for CK.
A lot of movement. See if they can get that in there.
Sanchez over here in the corner to Kraus at the free throw line. Count it for Taylor. 2 points, 32-24 now. 8-point lead for the Cougars.
Those are Kraus. Those were her first 2 points, and that was her 4th foul.
I was going to say, now we do have a player in foul trouble.
Oh, now this only says 3.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 4 also.
I think
we've got a lot of players with 3 fouls, and one of them going back into the game for CK is Carly Hoisington.
that is her 4th foul. We were correct.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought so.
And when I said her first 2 points, it's of the half. She has 8 points otherwise.
Oh, good pass by Ketcheside into Kenyon down low, who gets fouled and will get a trip to the free throw line.
That changes kind of the defensive profile that you're seeing with this CK team out there, so they immediately get it to Kenyon, who can make her own shot.
Number 1 is good.
Grace is 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight with 6 points.
Second one rattles around, and Carly Hoisington pulls it down for the Cougars. Sanchez handles the ball now, brings it back out front. Maddie White. Maddie Jaso in the game. Cougars working it around. Good job. They've still got, 8 seconds now. And it's going to be a takeaway. Ketcheside had it. And, I think that's going to, let's see who they're going to tag that one to. Oh, they are going to tag it to Ketcheside. I almost thought they might get Carly for...
On the second. They saw the first thing that happened this time. You know how it's always the second one getting called, and it didn't happen.
Cougars with it. 5:46 left to go in the game.
Ketcheside with a little payback there on where she was picked a couple times. Tough defense by Bainbridge.
Severson down low. Hoisington moves around, and they're saying no.
Oh, 3 seconds, and I don't know which Cougar that was, but...
Probably Carly. Oh, and ball gets loose, but it goes back to the Spartans.
She knew she had Maddie over there, but she didn't know she had Grace Kenyon as well.
Long outside shot, and that one is off for Brigham. Sanchez with it. Out front to White. Knocked out of bounds by Bainbridge, so CK with 21 seconds left, and Logan LaFontaine comes in, as well as Taylor Kraus back in the game. Nice applause for Sanchez and Farrell.
Should be. Those girls played very well. Sanchez especially having some nice plays out there. 17 seconds on that shot clock.
Plenty of time. 5 minutes left to go in the game.
You want to start counting down for them, but not our job.
5, 3, and they're not going to get it off.
Nope. Great defense by Bainbridge.
Yes.
Boy, they sag when it gets inside. There are 3 people on that. So even though CK's trying to make some quick passes, you can't when you're just surrounded by that many Spartans.
Severson, oh, good play, the give and go.
And the
Paige
perfect
Brigham
pass.
to Severson, and Severson back to Paige as she's driving the iron. Very nice play. Down to a 5-point lead, and Kenyon knocking the ball out of bounds. CKO inbound.
All these girls looking a little tired, but you know they live for this. So many of them play in tournaments during the off season and even prior in the fall, so these girls are in shape. 7 seconds again.
And again, this time it's taken away by Kenyon. Oh, Brigham's shot just a little hard, but Bainbridge maintains possession. Severson puts it up. Won't go down, though, for the Spartans. And clearing it out is Maddie White. Coach Baxter's going to call a timeout. 3:49 left to go in the ball game, and it's a 5-point lead for the CK Cougars, 32-27.
Those are 5 points that can go away pretty quickly. Bainbridge playing so hard. I really like how hard Grace Kenyon is playing out there. But Severson tonight as well. Not only has she scored well, she's seeing the people. She had that nice pass to Brigham for the give and go. So, you know, there's some talent on both sides of the ball.
2 of the 3 seniors on the Bainbridge Spartan team, Severson and Grace Kenyon.
Yes, and as you said, Doc, I think they've been playing together just a little while, and you can see that timing between them.
Well, this has been an exciting game.
It has. I love games like this. Those ones, I'm sure that the people at home get tired of hearing us talking on some of those where it's not so close. On this, obviously, we're talking basketball action the whole time.
And we will tell the folks up here at Bainbridge that one of the primary reasons that we do not do more Bainbridge games on your community access system is because once they get into Metro League action, the Metro League starts charging.
And that's not Bainbridge's fault, not the school itself. That is a league decision, and you're working with Seattle schools and maybe some bigger broadcasting systems than you or I, Doc. Just barely.
CK gets it. Kraus will take the shot. Count it for 2. Quick 2 for Taylor. 34-27 lead now for CK.
I've watched her develop that shot. But perfect pass by White quickly to her. That is half the battle, is getting it to him in the shooting position. Severson
tried to pass it into Brigham, and they couldn't make the connection there. So with 3:30 left to go in the game, CK up now by 7.
LaFontaine tries to find the inside. It's not there. Clock is finally moving. Some really good work by the fans. Into Hoisington, that's going to be the 4th foul on number 4, Sydney Severson. But with 3:07 remaining, I don't see her leaving this game.
And it'll be an inbound. And now they do have to get the clock right.
Resetting it to 30 seconds after the foul.
Right. And timeout. 3:07 left to go in the game. 34-27 lead for the Central Kitsap Cougars.
Both coaches having discussions with their group of players. Coach Baxter showing them an inbounds play, see if they can make it work. But I tell you, that Bainbridge, those girls in the middle have just kept them from getting those easy shots underneath.
Well, game number 2 in our double header, and next week we'll have 2 more for you as we travel once again to North Kitsap. The Bremerton Lady Knights take on Bainbridge and the North Kitsap Lady Vikings. And their second game that week will be
up at Kingston,
and it will be the Olympic boys who have had a pretty good start.
Well, it's pretty exciting. They have Quentin Phillips, who we've always seen as a good player, and it's kind of his team this year. They've also got a transfer by TJ Mosley has transferred. They moved, and he's no longer at CK. He's now at Olympic. Because I thought I thought it was a misprint in the paper, but nope.
And poor Kingston, third in the state 2 years in a row, but lost a couple of pretty major players.
Sam
Byers. Lucas Mays, who I thought was a great six-man.
Yeah, they are going to have to kind of do some rebuilding. LaFontaine catches the ball, gets it up, gets her own rebound, but not able to put it down.
And Brigham gets it for the Spartans, gets it to catch a set. They've got 3 minutes left to go.
So you got to like what Coach...
In the middle, oh, kind of a halfway hook.
Yeah, she thought there was more around her than there was. She was trying to get it over a tall person who wasn't there.
They go inside to Hoisington, who is double teamed. She does a nice job of getting out of it, gets her own rebound, and puts it through. That's a big play with 2:28 left to go in the game.
Huge persistence on that one.
No, look at Severson and Hoisington down low, just working on each other. CK gets it back. We're almost to the 2-minute mark. Kraus goes inside and knocked loose by Kenyon. CK will maintain possession, 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Even from the sideline, Coach Baxter is explaining where Hoisington's hands should be for that, so that don't bring it down. Do not let them knock it out down there. 17 seconds on the shot clock.
And CK with the lead can work it around a little bit, run some time off.
They better be aware, though.
Yeah, we're down to 6. Oh, that one's going to be a turnover.
You know, they're going to try that play until it works.
Going for the alley-oop or what?
I don't think so.
36-27, 9-point lead for the CK.
Oh, here comes Kenyon. Don't let her alone that simple.
Grace Kenyon.
Going to be the travel.
Yep. Took a little hop step there before shooting the ball. And Bainbridge is going to have to throw on some full court pressure here with 1:48 left to go. Sanchez getting it across half court.
She was kind of not mauled because she truly just didn't have control, so that was good not to call.
And that foul's going to go on Maddie White. So Bainbridge gets it. Ooh, that was almost a walk there. Oh, nice shot by number 21 in the game. That would be Julie Ficus. We have not called her name since about the first quarter.
I think they only gave her a 2 on that, though, because it...
Yeah.
Ooh, catch a side down.
Kraus will take the shot. And it's going to go off of CK, so inbound to Bainbridge.
7 points separate these two teams, 1:12.
And they give it back to Kenya and let her do the dribbling.
Looking for that senior leadership right now. She'll take the 3.
That one's short, and they're going to blow a whistle, foul down low, and I think that's going to be it for Severson.
It will be. That is number 5. Just she's trying to get position for the rebound, and it didn't happen.
Yep.
Sub is already in, so they don't get their 30 seconds.
Okay. But Severson has to go out.
Correct. Yeah, that one does have to come out. She was hoping to use that as a little mini timeout, but...
Since she'd already been whistled in and started to come in.
Or at least so Jeremy says.
Shot off on the 1-and-1, and rebound to Kenyon. Oh, nice dribble up by Grace. Grace going to the glass, and she'll get a trip to the free throw line.
Wow, that was another hop step on that particular one.
That's going to be tagged to Maddie White. 50 seconds, 50.6 to be exact, and Grace Kenyon up to the free throw line for the Spartans.
She can cut into this lead.
Ooh, it drops.
That was her 7th point.
6-point lead now. And Grace will get another one. Oh, what a play! Whistle blows and Grace will get another trip to the free throw line. What a play.
That was interesting. Not what I was expecting and not what anybody else was expecting, obviously.
Now, Coach Baxter is asking about that one.
Either that or how the foul occurred. It did hit the rim, so it certainly was legal, but she can't leave till it hits the rim. I think Coach Baxter thought she may have left early.
First one's down. Is she going to do it again?
I bet they're ready for it this time, Doc.
Yeah, that one won't go down. It's a 5-point lead. Quick foul. They will send Kraus up to the free throw line. And that's going to be tagged to Kenyon. And that should be 3 on Grace.
We are in the 1-and-1. Kraus with 10 points.
Both teams in the penalty. So yeah, first one for Taylor goes through. Big free throw there. She'll get another one.
Extends that lead to 2 possessions, or I guess it was anyway, but this will make it 3 if she makes it.
This could be a huge one. Oh, and it goes through. Bainbridge has got to hurry up here. 40 seconds left to go in the game. Kenyon will try the 3. That one's an air ball. And unfortunately, Kitsap was out of bounds when she tried to save it. 38 seconds left to go. 6-point lead for the Cougars. Yep, you got to take it at this point. Uh-oh.
Looks like we lost some power up above. We should be okay with our stuff, Doc.
There, it's back on. I was going to say, the only thing that we have plugged in is a computer.
And it's got a battery that'll keep it going. But I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yep.
Spencer doesn't SOS too often.
White up to the free throw line. Her first one is off, and Bainbridge with the rebound. They don't have a whole lot of time here to work it outside.
Ooh, they certainly didn't want to foul at that point, not with eight fouls, so that's going to be a 1-and-1 going on Sanchez.
Yeah, but you certainly do not want to give the other team an opportunity to put points on the board without time coming off the clock.
That is correct, but once again, these are part of the learning experience that tonight is.
Kitsap, and that first one's good, so she'll get a second. 7-point lead. This could take it back to that 2-possession game. No, we have not seen a whole lot of 3-point shooting from either team tonight.
Not going down anyway. I have one for Paige Brigham.
Oh, second shot off at LaFontaine with a great board for the Cougars. Oh, and Kenyon fouls Kraus, who will go up to the free throw line, and this time
it will be her 4th foul.
Yep, that'll be Grace's 4th. 23.5 seconds left to go in the game. And Kraus has done a pretty good job at the free throw line.
Well, she's only had 2 of them, and she made them both. They were the previous ones.
This is another 1-and-1. First one's good. That's what you got to do.
She is a gym rat from day one and will shoot free throws forever.
Oh,
wow.
Boy, look at that spin.
Plus, did it take any time off the clock? That was pretty cool.
40-31, a 9-point lead here for CK. And at this point, you definitely do not want to foul. Bainbridge is running short on clock. Oh, Kenyon tries to reverse, doesn't go down. 6 seconds on the clock. Kraus will bring it across half court.
And that was a good no call because there it is.
And that's the end of a well-fought contest up here on Bainbridge. The Central Kitsap Cougars will get the victory over the Bainbridge Island Spartans 40-31, but a very entertaining ball game, Kitty.
It was an awesome game. I think it could have gone either way. You know, there was a 9-point differential there at the end, but that was kind of on those free throws that were happening. these teams were well matched. They both have strength on the outside. Bainbridge has Grace Kenyon, which is wonderful, but also you have to look at Sydney Severson, the other senior who played so well. And how many times can you say that one fast, Doc? But on the Central Kitsap side, Taylor Krause comes away with 14 points and a lot of help from her teammates. Carly Hoisington doing well. Jessica Sanchez with those steals and 9 points.
We don't keep track of steals, but Sanchez definitely the leader tonight.
By far. And she actually made it. That was when they started to get a big lead and really made a difference in this game.
Yes, indeed. Well, a fun game. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to the KitsapSun.com/basketball for running it live on the internet. And, of course, you folks can see it in videotape replay on BKAT, the Community Access System here in Kitsap County. Channel 12 for those of you on Comcast Cable, and Channel 3 for those that have Wave Broadband in Kitsap County. We want to thank Spencer Anderson for doing the camera tonight, as well as helping out with the stream. And Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, also producing it and getting that computer working.
Thanks for Spencer to show me the right way, though.
And I'm the doctor, Doc Barber, Westside TV, saying, stay tuned, we will see you soon.